Yo, what's good, YouTube? Dark Black Crow here with another video. Before I start this video, okay, so like as soon as I turn my recording on, like to press the button to press record, that starts it, like a bug just hit my lip. I don't know if y'all seen that, but like as soon as I did, like a bug just literally hit my lip. Like, wow, that was crazy. I was definitely God saying something towards me, man. I'm definitely doing the right things, you know? I don't live in my past anymore. I still feel like I regret a lot of things, but those are things that I should get over because I'm a new person. Hey, another bug. You see, another bug just came in front of my face as soon as I start talking about that. I know God's got me, man. You know, that is so crazy that those two instances just happened, and you've seen one of them. Like, what the heck? Like, wow, that was kind of crazy. I kind of lost my track of thought. But anyway, so this video, again, peace on pause. Again, what's good, YouTube? Dark Black Crow with another video. And this video is going to be about one experience I had with temptation. So, temptation, right? Sometimes things get to us, whether it's the devil or God testing us or people on earth testing us, human beings or what you have you, because you do have to remember there's still angels, lesser versions of God, but gods that are walking among this earth. And with that being said, it's just like, you know, all forms of life are different, man. You don't know what you're gonna run across, but yeah. Anyway, I kind of lost track of my thought again. That bug really got to me, man. But anyway, so yeah, one experience I had with temptation. So yeah, temptation. It's just, you know, this is something that you got to get over, man. Like, temptation is like a bad thing, man, in my opinion. You know, maybe you can make it a good thing. Maybe it's tempting not to eat vegan food or something like that. You know, I'm just being funny, but at the same time, it's like, temptation really got me in this situation that I'm about to explain, man. All right, so getting into the temptation story, about in like 2019, 2020, something like that. Yeah, 2019, I remember. I was like learning about all this spiritual stuff. I found it through YouTube channel, and I was learning about different things about spirituality. And one thing they told me not to do is eat meat or eat any bad foods and stuff like that, you know, more things. But at the same time, this is the point of why I'm getting into this. And so I was getting into veganism, and I was a vegan at the time, and I was like, I'm never gonna eat any of that bad stuff again. I'm not gonna eat sugar. I'm not gonna do any of that stuff. I'm just gonna eat straight vegan food. And oh yeah, so, you know, I was still eating like, you know, like good things for you, you know, like rice, green beans, all that kind of stuff. And I was on like the same diet like pretty much every day until I can finally get money to get vegan food, because I had a job at Popeyes at the time. But, you know, I didn't get paid yet, so I had to wait a little bit, and I don't think my dad was gonna let me just use his money like that. So maybe he would have, but no, I didn't even ask him. I just want to do everything on my own. Just like now, I want to do everything on my own. I like doing things about like that I provide for myself, man. Like, I don't like depending on other people, you know, because you never know when it's gonna go away, and plus you're hurting their pockets more than you're hurting your own, because you're not really hurting your pockets, you know. But it was just my mentality. Kind of still is, but even though I'm in a bad situation right now and I kind of have to depend on my father, but at the same time, it's like I'm trying my best. So, you know, yeah, my dad cooks dinner every night. And, you know, this is back in high school. I was going into senior year. I was like 17 at the time. And so with him cooking dinner every night, he would cook meats, and like whatever it's fish or steak or Philly cheesesteak, whatever. It was always good meals when I had them, but at the same time, and I'll save that. And yeah, so I was like, I'm not gonna do that anymore. And I remember my dad cooked fried pork chops this one night, and those fried pork chops were so good. When I used to have them, man, like, those were amazing. At the time, I was thinking like, dang. When I actually did eat meat, I was like, dang, this is just beautiful. I loved it. Like, it's so good. But who doesn't love their parents cooking? So what happened is I remember it was sitting in the refrigerator, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I was just staring at it, man. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna eat this because I know better. I know I'm better than that. And I just kept thinking to myself, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's a good thing to just slip up one time. It'll be okay to just slip up one time and just do this. So I ended up slipping up. I ate the meat, the fried pork chop, and I remember just sitting there out of regret. As soon as I like bit into it, and I ate the whole thing without even thinking. And like, I remember just regret. Not even when I first bit into it. It was after, because I ate the whole thing. And, you know, it was just like, wow, that was so good. And then I remember all of a sudden, I was like feeling drowsy. And like, I was just like, I couldn't, I felt heavy, you know, like something heavy was on me. Whether it was my heart or my body, I don't know what it was, but something was heavy on me. And, you know, going in deeper into it, I remember I was just crying. I was just crying because I was like, dang, who did this terrible thing to this animal in order for us to eat it? And I knew how they died. I knew that they get butchered and all these things. And I was just crying, man. And I didn't know how to feel. Like, I was just really sad at the moment, you know? Like, I felt like I didn't know how to talk or anything, man. And it just felt terrible. I felt like I did a terrible thing. And, you know, with what I was learning from, because you know how they say ignorance is bliss, which I'll probably make another head topic on a video about ignorance is bliss, but because I had a great conversation about that. But, you know, it's just like, man, I was ignorant to the point to where I only thought I can only go vegan. And for me to eat that and slip up, I was just crying, man, because I know I said that already, but like, I was just crying, dog. Cause like, I didn't know how to feel. I was like, wow. Because what I learned was, and I didn't know anything else, like at the time, like I didn't know this all the way up until I learned about spirituality. But when you eat meat, it's like you take over the animal's soul, and like their soul is within you now, and their spirit lies within you, and you go through all that heartbreak and devastation and craziness that the animal went through, you know. And that's all I knew, and that's what I felt. I really felt that. Like, I felt sad. I just was super like depressed, man. Like, I didn't know how to feel, man. And I was like, wow, I really did the wrong thing, man. And I ended up praying to God about it, and I was like, God, please forgive me for what I did. I'm sorry for what I did. I love you, God, you know, and all these things. And, you know, I feel like the fact that I didn't slip up after that again, I didn't slip up one time after that. One time. I didn't slip up at all after that. And, you know, that made me feel a lot better, because like, I learned from my mistake. And they say Jesus died for your sins. Well, that could be one of the sins Jesus died for, because, you know, like, I didn't do it again. I wasn't stupid enough to do it again. And I was just straight vegan after that. You know, I just kept eating my rice and green beans and bread until I finally got vegan food. And the fact that I didn't do that, it just made me feel so much happier, man, because like, at the time I was just sad and depressed, man. But the main point I want to get to y'all about this, and that's what I wanted to say after this. After I said all that, I eat meat now. I eat fast food. I do all those kind of things, because, you know, it's just, I feel like, honestly, those things are put in our life for us to like get better, man. Like, maybe not feel better or anything. Like, for me, I mean, like, to get better, as in like, and probably shouldn't even say get better, because it's not really good for you. But like, you know, it's just like, you know, my situation, I kind of have to, and I don't have money or anything like that, you know, so I have to depend on somebody else, my father. So, you know, it's like, until I get a job and everything. But I was thinking about going vegan again. I'll see. But yeah, so the main point I want to get off to y'all about this is just, man, temptation isn't worth it, man. Because like, you could just like, this happened so many times with me. Like, I would just like do something I know I shouldn't be doing, and I regret it. It's like that instant regret that you get, man. Like, it's not worth doing it. You know, it's not worth like feeling regretful, because you shouldn't have done it in the first place. And it's like, it's not worth feeling regretful, because it's just like, honestly, man, you just knew better. Like, honestly, you just knew better, man. And of course, you're gonna feel regret within the moment, but at the same time, it's not worth going through that just to feel regret, man. Like, do things that aren't gonna make you feel bad about yourself or bad about someone else. Like, do good things, do good positive things for yourself, And if you know better, like whether it's ignorance or whatever, if you know better, just don't do it, man. It's not worth it. Like, honestly, man, like, living by God's rules is just not worth it. And you're just gonna feel so bad about yourself or so bad about something like that's just within you. You're not even gonna know what the heck to feel, because that was like one of the most depressing times in my life, the fact that I did that. And I felt like I turned my back on God at the time, like very heavily. Egyptian gods, like, you know, all that kind of stuff, because I was studying Egypt. But yeah, you know, it's just not worth doing those kind of things, man. Like, if you know you're gonna feel bad about it, just don't do it, man. Like, honestly, just stay away from it. Like, do whatever you can, whether it's hitting a vape, even hitting a cigarette, you know, doing whatever you got to do, man. Just don't do it, man. It's not worth it, dog. Like, just take your mind off, do something to take your mind off of it. And, you know, with that situation, I learned that, yeah, I can't be tempted by anything anymore, man, because that's just gonna mess my life up, bro. Like, honestly, like, I have to understand that, and that's something that I really have to get deep into, because, you know, it's just, sometimes it's hard, man, I know, but at the same time, you can do it, man, because anything is possible through God. But yeah, that was one of my stories that I had about temptation, and that's how I felt about it. And yeah, it's just terrible things. But at the same time, that time has passed. I've never done it again, you know, and yeah, I feel a lot better about myself. So everything's going well with me. But yeah, besides that, let me see if the cat's out. Oh, is that the cat? Oh, no, it's not the cat. No, she's not out. Well, maybe another time with little cat baby. Yeah, besides that, that's the end of the video. Hope y'all had a good day. Have a blessed one. Have a good night, good evening, good morning. Whenever you're watching this, you know, stay up, stay blessed, stay hopeful, because better times are coming. But besides that, that's in the video. Dark Black Co out. Peace and positivity, all y'all. Catch you later. Love y'all.